What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Pet Shop Boys. And we're back with more from the 1988 album Introspective. Apparently Luca was sleeping when I went to pet her because she just I got startled. In any case, the next tune is I'm Not Scared. You know, it's the kind of phrase that in a lot of fictional entertainment is used, perhaps not ironically, but insincerely or disingenuously, meaning it's often when people are quite terrified, maybe, knees knocking, arms and shoulders shaking, but they will insist that they are not scared, perhaps as a way to, through repetition of a mantra, convince themselves of the veracity of that emotional state. But again, it immediately makes me think of someone who's trying to convince themselves of not being scared rather than genuinely not being scared. Now, obviously, it could be more genuine. It could be the idea of, let's say, after a relationship, trying to get back out into the world of dating and so on, and not being intimidated by or demoralized by the previous experience. I could, imagine other ways in which it would be more sincere. But my immediate thought when I see the phrase is that it's someone who actually feels fear or terror, but is trying to project calm and confidence. So let's find out. This is Pet Shop Boys, I'm Not Scared, from the 1988 album Introspective. Sounded like patriotic march, and then we stepped into more familiar territory. I love those things. The long melodic and the constant is change, and the only truth is that you lie. This a bit. He went higher there than his normal dreamy voice. like a genuine mixture of footsteps and live voices. It has the slide of a lot of their tunes, but it's got a drag and a grit to it also. Low end is like link to the next tune. That's like, it reminds me of stuff Depeche Mode does a lot, where there'll be like this 30 or 40-second bit on the end of a track that's different from the main part of the song. And we're back. So yeah, my camera cut out during the outro. Second time that's happened in 2 days after not happening in a few months. Nevertheless, what I was going to say is that this track had a number of aspects that I've come to enjoy from their sound. That synth bass, those rhythmic, percussive, whether it's the the hi-hats or the cymbals, just all their compelling use of drums and percussion. Also Neil's voice, it did the dreamy thing, but there were a couple moments where he did push it higher. I don't know if it was what you would call operatic, but it was definitely a heightened delivery. Not quite in the same way as, still one of my favorite tracks from them. That's my impression. Where he really goes, Izzy quoted an exchange between Chris and Neil, and I believe it was like his rock star voice or something to that effect. So yeah, it was different from that, but it was also different from his usual dreamy, smooth, where it's like you feel like you're listening to a dream or something. It was different from that vocal idiom, so I enjoyed that as well. It was a longer tune. I felt like it was over 7 minutes. Yeah, 7.5 even. So again, I enjoy their willingness to really explore the space, and make a tune that's not just a neat and tidy quick radio cut, but is in fact a full sonic journey. So lyrically, I don't know, it felt more sincere or genuine than I was thinking when I read the title. It definitely feels like there's some tension between him and the person he's speaking about slash to. And indeed, that line at the end, like, if I was you, I would treat me better than you do, or something to that effect. As I said in the moment, it felt like a threat, and beyond that, it sounds like there's a discrepancy or a disparity in terms of expectations and actual behavior or the nature of their involvement. So, yeah, it sounds like a tune where he's perhaps genuinely saying, I'm not scared. But again, like, sometimes we project a greater degree of confidence than we feel, even if you think you might be able to do something. So like, oh, can you do this? Oh yeah, definitely, don't worry about it. And then you like hang up the phone like, oh shit, okay, here we go, I gotta prepare for this. So without fully understanding the dynamic in play, because I didn't catch everything. But yeah, I feel like there could be maybe somewhere in between those extremes, where it's like it's genuine, but it's also because you want them to understand a particular perspective or attitude on your part, and so you might overstate that confidence, even if it is there to some extent. So, in any case, I apologize for the interruption, but I suppose on your end it was instantaneous. I talked for a few minutes, then I went back over there, boop, nope, not recording anymore. So yeah, ultimately, I do appreciate all the people commenting on the Pet Shop Boys reactions. And as with all the deep dives, I'm trying to make sure they're semi-regular, and it's just getting a little more difficult to get through everything, but trying to keep it organized. So yeah, we'll be back in a few days with the next one. Looking forward to this. There's so many more folders in this folder already, and I think the folder that Seb has made available, I think it only goes like into the 90s. So like even just this part of their history, there's a lot to go through, which once more I'm very excited about, because it's one of those deep dives that I look forward to every time. So in any case, from Luca, the Tired Kitten, and me, I will see you next time. Peace.